Yo, what's up everybody? It's the Tech Tutor, your boy, back with another video. And today, we're diving headfirst into the future. We're talking about the top 5 tech skills you need to master in 2025. But before we get into it, you know the drill. Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. It helps out a ton. Alright, let's do this. Now you've probably heard all the hype about AI taking over the world, right? And yeah, it's changing the game, no doubt. But here's the thing, a recent study actually predicts that over 300,000 new tech jobs will be created every year for the next decade. That's right, every single year. So instead of stressing, let's get you ready to dominate the future. Alright, first up we've got AI, which is basically everywhere you look these days. Think about it. Netflix recommendations, AI, self-driving cars, AI, even those crazy TikTok filters that make you look like a completely different person, yeah, that's AI too. Now I know what you're thinking. AI sounds complicated, but honestly, it's not as intimidating as you might think. And the payoff is huge. I'm talking 6-figure salaries here, people. So, how do you get in on this? Well, mastering AI tools like Python, TensorFlow, or OpenAI is a great place to start. These are basically the building blocks of AI, kind of like learning the alphabet before you can write a novel. And listen, you don't have to be a coding genius overnight. Start small. There are tons of beginner-friendly resources out there, and trust me, even just getting a basic understanding of AI can give you a serious edge in the job market. Plus, think about it this way. Once you've got some AI skills under your belt, you can start automating all those tedious tasks that eat up your time. Imagine having an AI that sorts your emails, schedules your meetings, or even writes your reports for you. That's the power of AI, my friends. Alright, moving on to number 2. We've got cybersecurity, which is basically the digital equivalent of being a superhero. I'm talking about protecting people and businesses from cyber attacks, data breaches, all that scary stuff you hear about in the news. And trust me, this is a skill that's only going to become more important as we move into the future. Think about it. Everything's online these days, right? From your banking info to your grandma's secret cookie recipe. It's all out there in the digital world. And that means there are people out there trying to get their hands on it. Now this is where you come in. Cybersecurity professionals are basically the digital bodyguards of the internet, making sure that all that valuable data stays safe and sound. They're the ones who build the firewalls, hunt down the hackers, and make sure your online life doesn't come crashing down around you. And the best part? Cybersecurity is a field that's absolutely booming right now. Companies are desperate for talented people who can keep their data safe, so if you've got the skills, you can pretty much write your own ticket. Plus, let's be real, who doesn't want to be the hero of the story? In the world of cybersecurity, you get to be the one who swoops in and saves the day, fighting off the bad guys and keeping everyone safe. So, if you're looking for a career that's both challenging and rewarding, cybersecurity might just be your calling. Alright, let's talk about cloud computing, which is basically the internet's way of saying, we've got way too much stuff. Seriously, think about all the data, apps, and everything else we use on a daily basis. It's a lot, right? Well, that's where the cloud comes in. Instead of storing everything on your own computer or phone, cloud computing lets you access it all from anywhere, anytime, as long as you've got an internet connection. It's like having a giant digital storage locker in the sky, except way cooler and more high-tech. Now, here's the thing. Cloud computing is kind of a big deal in the tech world right now. Companies like Amazon, Microsoft, and Google are all battling it out to be the top dog in the cloud, which means there are tons of opportunities out there for people with the right skills. And those skills aren't as out of reach as you might think. If you can learn your way around platforms like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, you'll be well on your way to a career in cloud computing. Plus, the cloud is only going to get bigger and more important in the future. As more and more businesses move their operations online, they're going to need people who understand how to manage all that data and keep everything running smoothly. Let's be real. Data is everywhere. I mean, it's like the digital dust that's covering everything these days. But here's the thing. Data on its own is kind of useless. It's just a bunch of numbers and figures without any real meaning. That's where data science comes in. Data scientists are basically the Sherlock Holmes of the digital world. They take all that raw data, analyze it, and find the hidden patterns and insights that nobody else can see. They're the ones who can tell you what your customers really want, how to improve your products, and even predict the future, well, sort of. Now I know what you're thinking. Data science sounds complicated, and yeah, it can be, but it's also one of the most in-demand and rewarding fields out there right now. Companies are literally throwing money at data scientists because they know how valuable their skills are. So, what do you need to know to become a data scientist? Well, for starters, you'll need a solid understanding of math and statistics. But don't worry, you don't need to be a math genius or anything. There are tons of great resources out there that can help you brush up on your skills. You'll also need to learn how to use data analysis tools like Python, SQL, and Tableau. These are basically the tools of the trade for data scientists, so the more comfortable you are with them, the better. And here's a pro tip. Learn how to visualize data. Trust me, being able to create a killer chart or graph can make all the difference when you're trying to explain complex data to someone. Last but not least, we've got software development, which is about as close to having superpowers as it gets. I mean, think about it. Software developers are the ones who create the apps, websites, and programs that we use every single day. They're the ones who are literally building the future, one line of code at a time. And the best part is that you don't need to be a coding genius to get started with software development. Sure, it helps to have a strong foundation in programming languages like Java, Python, or C++, but there are also tons of great resources out there for beginners, including online courses, boot camps, and even YouTube tutorials. Plus, there are more ways to build software than ever before. If you're not into writing thousands of lines of code, you can always check out no-code platforms like Webflow, which let you create websites and apps using drag-and-drop tools. It's like building with digital Lego blocks, and it's a great way to get started with software development without needing to learn a ton of complicated code. And here's the thing, software development is a field that's only going to become more important in the future. As more and more of our lives move online, the demand for skilled developers is only going to continue to grow. So there you have it, the top 5 tech skills you need to master in 2025 and beyond. Listen, these aren't just about staying relevant, they're about thriving in the future. Whether you're protecting data, mastering the cloud, or creating AI magic, there's room for you in tech. Now before you go, hit me with your favorite skill in the comments below. And hey, while you're at it, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Peace out.